What's happening? Today, we're going to talk about self-care. My name's Rodney.
Hey, my name's Keith, and this is the Daily Chronicle. It's where we look to just chronicle our journey and everything that we have going on. Create a video series, a vlog, if you will, for our daughters as they get older and grow into this world, and create a community of people who are striving to be their best every day. So, Rodney, like self-care,
That's right.
what you mean?
Yeah, well, self-care, it's kind of I don't know why, I like to say, but you want to say hi?
It's actually Hi, Ruby.
I want to talk about the idea and like what it means for us. So for me, I think of it as like the complete package of how I take care of myself from physical, mental, spiritual, and I think I used to think of it as just physical. Nutrition, working out.
Yeah.
And now I'm looking at it more like, well, having my daily meditation practice, my daily gratitude practice. So that's what it means for me. That's what I think of when I think of it. What do you think of?
Yeah, I just think of it as like making a priority to do the things that allow me to show up every day, right? So if I don't work out, I mean, we've talked about this plenty of times. If I don't get my workout in, I'm not my ideal. If we've talked about this a bunch. If I don't get my sleep or you don't get your sleep, definitely not optimal, right? Go into that survival mode that we've talked about before. But
which is actually part of, I think that's part of self-care too, is listening enough to be like, I didn't get my sleep, so what else can I do to take care of myself today? Like,
what do I need to do? Yeah.
That's definitely part of it.
But like eating right, like you said, is huge. I mean, heck, we've done my weekly chicken in our first video, right? Like eating right, drinking enough water. I love to say I have a daily meditation practice. It's probably weekly at this point, but at the same time, implementing what's needed when it's needed to ensure that my mind, body, and spirit are all connected to a point where I can bring my best. And I'll tell you, it doesn't happen every day, but it's certainly something I strive to do. How about you? How are you doing with it today?
Well, it hasn't started today other than this, which is, I would say this is part of it for me. But I started back into meditating yesterday. So we're going to do once in the morning, once in the night, once in the evening. And it's like, I don't know, what was it, total 30 minutes, 15 a piece.
Sure.
And it was hard, man, because like I thought that, I need to be doing something else.
Yeah.
And then I did it and in the morning, and I feel like it made me more effective at everything else. Like just taking a moment, and that's hard. Like I find that's the hardest part. That's why I haven't meditated consistently. Well, that and
I think that's the hard thing about self-care in general, right? It's that feeling of, I am not the priority here. My work is, or my business is, or my kids are, or my wife is, and like all of those things are true in a certain component, but making sure that the things that matter to you are consistent, even if it's 30 minutes a day. Eating right. I know it's not easy for everybody, but you can build efficiencies around it, like pre-planning your meals on Mondays or on Sundays and just waking up and going, right? And like, this is what I've got to do, so you don't have to think about it. You don't have to suddenly overeat, right?
Point right there. You hit a big point, because it's, if your family, if work, all those things are priorities, which I think they're great priorities. Like they are for
totally.
Me.
Yeah.
It's the quote, you can't pour from an empty cup.
Yeah.
It's really hard when you're drained and you're not getting the things you need mentally, physically. How are you giving to others? And I've struggled with this, because I think it was always a others first mentality.
Yeah.
And it still can be. I think there's a balance in when you get your self-care and how you get it. But
like this all plays into, and we can dig into this at another time, but just that concept of work-life balance. I think you framed it up one time to me as life balance. And balance doesn't require equal attention to all things, right?
Right.
Balance requires the appropriate amount of attention to the priorities in your life. And I get my hour workout in, and I've started to institute a supplemental bike ride. I just bought a stationary bike, so like at night.
Did you get a Peloton?
No, it's just a $130 stationary bike that I could just sit in the basement at night, and whether we're hanging out or if I'm on a call, I can just get a little bit of a 30-minute bike ride in while not just sitting around doing anything, right? Like it kind of maximizes my effort to my fitness goals, right? And so whatever it is, it's just about making the time to do it, and making sure that you communicate that time with everybody.
Yeah, that's a big part of it. But I think we should jump back into it because come back into this later, because I think having jobs, especially current corporate America, makes it difficult because you feel like I felt many times like my duty is to the calendar, my duty is to my email. And when you think when I started to break that down, it was me giving my time to everybody else and not taking my time to put it back into myself or into my projects or into my development or into my my career development, like where I was trying to go. So, we should come back in. For today, why don't you tell us what you do for self-care?
It's a good one.
Simple.
Hey. Well,
do you self-care?
do you? All right. Well, hey, have a good one.
Late.
Wow.